Hi Virgo, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, what I normally do is let flip, fly, fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Then I take a look at those and decide if we are looking at love, life, career, health, and then clarify with various oracle cards. So the first card we came up was the Queen of Swords. So someone is trying to be a little less catty, is the word that I feel. Maybe your mouth is a little quick to be snarky, and you're trying to be a little less snarky and keep your mouth shut and not be so hateful, is kind of the feeling that I'm getting, because the Queen of Swords in the upright is someone that can just like and cut you down to size. Queen of Wands is the next card. So I feel like, okay, so the Queen of Swords is someone who is like, they will put you in your place with their sword. And I feel like this Queen of Wands is someone who's kind of got it going on. And you're like going, I'm going to be nicer. I'm going to just be a little more, you know, about my business or whatever. And a little nicer and a little more in control. Because if you look at that, she looks like she is very, very much in control. So let's see what else is going on. What else is going on with the Virgos? For the second half of March. What else is going on with Virgos for the second half of March? What else is going on with Virgos for the second half of March? My feet are getting cold. It's cold here today. It was down to 2 degrees. It is up to 4. I sit above the garages in my apartment, so the rest of me can be hot and my feet can be freezing because the ground does not have anything below it to give me any heat. I'm like, I have like the worst location in the whole apartment complex, I think. But I'm close to the trash dumpster, which is kind of handy. And I love the inside of it, so I'm not complaining. I'm really not. I just have a hard time getting comfortable sometimes. All right, Virgos. Sorry for being so chatty. King of Cups. This is interesting. We've got Queen, Queen, King. You're feeling a little... Okay. I feel like you are feeling a little emotional lately, and you don't like it. You are not in control of your emotions, and you're not really sure why, because normally you are pretty in control of your emotions. And it feels like something's kind of sneaking out, and that does not set well with you. You are a control freak, Virgos. And controlling your emotions is part of that control. Now that came out. 7 of Cups. And the Hermit. Okay, so the 7 of Cups makes me feel like there are lots of options, lots of distractions, lots of things going on. And you really just want to be a hermit. I feel like that's where some of this emotional stuff is coming from, and maybe some of the snarkiness is coming from. I feel like you've got a short fuse right now, and I feel like it is very much stress related. You have been burning the candles at both ends lately, and that's stressing you out. You like to have a little bit more hermit time. You like to have a little bit more me time. And you haven't had that lately. let me think about this. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles is normally when you have planted the seeds and you're reaping the rewards. And in this case, it feels like you're like, okay, so it feels like I grew up in a very small community in southern Illinois, for those of you that don't know this. So the picture that just popped up in my head was, in farm country, there is a phrase, make hay while the sun shines. There is also that thing, it's like I saw a freshly plowed dirt, a field freshly plowed. And it's like, when the weather is nice and you are a farmer, it doesn't matter how tired you are. If the weather is nice, you get your ass out there and you plow that, you plant the seeds, you do what you have to do, because the next week the weather could be bad and it could be completely raining and whatever, and you can't get out and plant. And it's like, no matter how tired you are right now, you got to go out and plant those seeds. I don't care if you've been working 14-day, 24-hour days. This is the first sunny day that you have had. You got to go do that right now while the weather is decent. And you're like, I am so freaking exhausted. I don't have the energy to do this. And you're like, in your head, I feel like in your head, you're trying to come up with every excuse, like, oh my God, if the tractor would just break, then I don't have to do it. Then you're like, well, no, that's not going to work, because then I just have to work on the tractor. It's like you're like trying to come up with any excuse that you can do to go out and plant more seeds, when all you really want to do is just take a break, and it's just not going to happen. I hate to break it to you. Well, and here's like the Magician card it came up in reverse. So it feels like, I feel like you're trying to manifest something so you don't have to do this. But the comment that I want to say is like, be careful what you wish for, because the reasons that you can't get out there and plant the field when the sun is out are usually bad reasons. Someone's died, the tractor broke, you know, something bad has happened. Otherwise, you would be out there doing what you need to do. So just be careful what you wish for, because that could bring in some bad stuff. If you need some time off, you're going to have to figure out what you can remove from your plate. If you're stressed out, you need to figure out what you can do to remove some shit from your plate so you can have some quiet time and see some. I feel like what I'm seeing is like a plate that's got so much stuff on top of it, you can't even tell what color it is. And if you need to see that it's a white plate, then you need to scoop the green beans off, and you need to scoop this off, and you need to get rid of this and get rid of the cranberry sauce, because you don't even like the cranberry sauce. I'm using metaphors, obviously, so hopefully you get what I'm saying. So remove the stuff from your day-to-day life that absolutely, positively does not need to be there. Because if you don't, you're going to be snapping at people that don't deserve to be snapped at. You're going to be having a meltdown when you shouldn't be having a meltdown with people that, you know, you don't like losing control. So you're going to have to okay, all right, here we go. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm like trying to formulate this in my head. If you have got so much time, if you've got so much on your plate that you can't see straight, hire someone to clean the house. Hire someone to do the taxes. Hire someone to mow the yard. Hire anything that you can hire out for someone else to do. Have them do it. If you need a nanny, hire someone to take your kid to school. If you, and I hear they have people, I had a meditation a week ago, and one of the girls that was here says she's doing the click shopping. Have someone go to the grocery store for you, at least do some of that grocery shopping so you don't have to. Hire some of the stuff out If you are overloaded, overburdened, and you can't see straight, and your emotions are starting to overflow out into public, and that is not your style whatsoever, then you need to get some of that stuff off your plate, because you're stressed out of your mind, and it's only going to get worse if you don't do something about it. So that's the advice, is get off of the stuff. You know, if you've got a list this long and 5 of those things can be done by somebody else, then have them do it. If there are certain things that you absolutely positively cannot let somebody else do, then you have to do that. But if there is anything in the world that somebody else can do to get some of the stuff off your plate, then you need to do that. I am not going to do emotions next. And since my throat's getting like that, I feel like you need to speak up. If you're overwhelmed and feeling overwhelmed, you need to speak up and let people know, no, I am not doing that. I cannot bake cupcakes for my kids' school. I cannot be room mother this year, or I cannot take my kids on this football trip. I cannot do whatever. I'm already stressed out of my mind. So quit adding more stuff to the list. Do not let anybody infringe in on that. You know, give them the same advice. You know what? If you've got too much stuff on your plate, tell them to go hire somebody to do whatever, you know. Don't let somebody else get in on your stuff because they don't have control of their life either. I feel like you need to get some clarity, and get some clarity on the important things in life. I think there's a lot of stuff going on right now that's probably not all that important, and you're getting bogged down in the details. So get clear on what's important, get clear on what you can get rid of, get clear on what needs to go altogether. If it doesn't need to go, then find somebody that can do it for you if you can. You know, delegate. I'm hearing the word delegate. What else do Virgos need to know about this situation that they are in right at the moment? Moonlight. Okay, let me think about this. I feel like this might be causing you some sleepless nights too, because you're trying to shove too much stuff in and your mind is like going, it's nighttime out, I should be sleeping, but I'm up in the middle of the night looking at the moon, because I just can't shut my mind down. So there's some stress going on with you right at the moment. I feel very stressed for you. I don't feel stressed. I feel stressed for you. I feel your stress. Wisdom. I feel like that's kind of like taken. Okay. This feels to me like you like to be the one to impart wisdom. You like to be the one that says, sorry, I wanted to say, you like to think you're a know-it-all, and you like to be the one to impart the wisdom on everybody. Do it this way, do this, do this, do this. And in this case, I feel like you are the one that needs to take the wisdom from somebody else. Someone is giving you some smart advice, and you need to listen to that. Normally, the tables are turned. Normally, it's you giving the smart advice. And in this case, I feel like it's like the tables are turned, and you need to take some advice from someone else that maybe has a little more wisdom than you do. And then you can go back to your normally scheduled program of being bossy when you're a little less stressed. And to my very, very best Virgo friend, do not take any of this personally. Oh my God. Giggle. You need to have more fun. We need to have more fun. You need to do something that... Like, that's funny that that popped out right when I giggled. Oh my God. Sometimes these guides crack me up. All right. What else are they saying? See the beauty around you. I feel like gratitude needs to be focused on right now. I feel like maybe you're focusing a little bit more on the bad that's going on, and you need to focus on the grateful, the reasons to be grateful. And I also feel like that is a message to stop and smell the roses, because you're just like going. You're not taking the time to enjoy the beauty around you, the good around you. So, yeah, I wish they had a card that said stop and smell the roses someplace. Maybe they do someplace. Slow down. See? That's the whole message. Slow down. Get some of that stuff off your plate. Take a breather. See the beauty around you. Adding more stuff on that list is not a good idea. So if you are about ready to say yes to anything else, that is a bad move on your part. All right. What else do I want to say? I feel like I need to do the Ascension cards today. All right. What else do you have to say? What other words of advice or wisdom does the universe have to say to the Virgos for the second half of March? This would be your past loved ones, your higher self, your guides. Good grief. Apparently they have a lot to say to you. Let's just get the important things. Follow your inner guidance. Get some clarity. Take a breather. Journal. Meditate. No matter how much you don't like to do that, that will slow your mind down. That will help you sleep at night, since it kind of fell underneath the moonlight and the clarity card. That's how you get inner guidance. That's how the universe tells you, quit taking so much on, quit biting off more than you can chew. What else do you want to say to the Virgos at the moment? Waterfall of divine love. I'm also seeing a lot of colors in that. I feel like that, God, what is that? Waterfall of divine love. Bask in, what are they saying? Bask in the beauty. Bask in the beauty of life. And just, I feel like they're just saying, just exist. Quit trying to control everything, and just let things kind of fall the way. Let the universe steer things. I feel like you have got such hanging onto the steering wheel like this. Ugh. That's part of where your stress is coming from, is trying to hang onto the steering wheel so hard and make you go straight when the universe is trying to go, but I want to go this way. Let them just kind of let loose. Take a breather. Quit trying to control things so much. It's causing you a lot of stress. Crystal clear intention. You know, and I feel like this is like, you want to be happy. That is like your goal in life, is you want to be happy and you are not happy. So you need to figure out why you're not happy right now. What is going on that is making you not happy? An overflow love. What would that mean? What does that mean? Overflow love. Okay, so this is the feeling I'm getting. It's like there's a lot of love in your heart, but because you are so focused on having control of everything, it's like you can't let it out because it's constricted and it's like squashed down in a tight little box because you like letting things out of the box and letting things, well, what am I seeing here? I need to put my cards down. You like things nice and tidy in a box. You like everything in its place. And overflowing love coming out of your heart at random times is not something that you're familiar with. And I feel like they are saying, let more of that out of the box. Open that box that's around your heart and let that out more often. That would be part of making you happy if you did more of that. One more. Oneness. Everybody deserves to be happy. Everybody deserves to have some of your love. Everybody deserves to have love in any way, shape, or form. And I mean love. Goodness. Whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to say that. Anyway, take that how it resonates. So that's the second half of March. I will see you guys April 1st. April Fool's Day. Later. Bye.